hello. Welcome. And as promised, I wanted to make sure I did this video on credit. Why is credit important? But most of all, I want to talk to you guys about revolving credit and installment credit. So, of course, you guys probably heard me talk about it in my previous videos on why credit is so important. Credit literally determines how much you actually pay for money. So I have a chart here. You guys may see me look down quite a few times because I have my laptop here and I have a few notes that I wrote down because I really want you guys to grasp this concept on how important credit is and what are some determining factors when it comes to your credit score. So I'm going to draw a chart explaining, showing the percentages of what each category means to your credit. So I have my little chart here in front of me. You guys don't see it, but I do. So I hope you guys can see my chart. I am not a drawer, so just bear with me. So we have the circle here. Over here, we're going to say this is 35%, which is your payment history. I'm just going to put PH here in 35%. And then you have another portion. As you guys can see, I am not a freaking drawer. You have another portion here. You know what? I dropped my chart on. Okay. So that needs to be bigger. So that's 35%. And then here we're going to do amounts owed. 30%. And then you have your length of history, which is your length of credit history. You have 10% new credit. Oh, this is so ugly, but you guys grasp the concept. And then you got 10% types of credit. That doesn't even look like an E. But you guys get the concept. So I want to talk about revolving credit and actual installment credit. What's the difference? So by definition, revolving credit is a credit account that lets you repeatedly borrow money up to a set limit and pay it back over time. So that's going to be like your credit cards. With your credit cards, you go in, you apply for your credit card, they give you a set amount that you approve for. It's there whenever you need it to use it. So if you max it out, you need to make sure you pay back that full amount before the due date. If you don't use it, then that's fine too. But after so long, credit cards companies, they will close your account out if they don't see any usage being used on there. And then by definition, excuse me, by definition, installment credit is debt that you repay on a fixed schedule. You may set a number of level payments over time, usually with interest. Again, when it says usually with interest, that's why I like to highly express on why credit is so important. Credit determines how much you pay for money. So how much you pay for money is that interest part. So usually with interest until the balance reaches zero. Installment credit are like your auto loans, your student loans, your home mortgage, things like that. So if we look here at the chart, your payment history, 35%, which is a big portion of your credit, right? Your credit scoring. So 35% being the biggest part of it, being payment history, that's your installment loan. So I get a lot of customers where they talk about, well, I paid this amount off, I paid this account off and my credit score actually went down. Well, if you do not have enough payment history there, which kind of go hand in hand with the length of history. And I didn't write the percentage up here, but the length of history is going to be 15%. So those two go hand in hand. If you pay something off too quickly, then it's not going to report in a positive manner to your credit report. Now, to your credit report for scoring purposes. Now, if you're trying to go out and purchase a home, purchase a car, things of that nature, and your debt to ratio income is too high, meaning you're paying out too much money each month according to how much you get paid a month. If in majority like homes, I think they don't want you to reach no more than like 40% of whatever your gross income is monthly. So if your DTI is too high, then it makes sense for you to go ahead and pay off the installment loan portion of whatever's on your credit report. It's important that you do that, but don't get a little upset over the fact that your credit score dropped some when you paid it off as well. It could potentially drop your credit score anywhere from 2 to 30 points. Now, with revolving credit is going to be, it's going to go hand in hand with this 10% new credit and then the amount owed portion, which is 30%. So 30% amount owed. If you guys ever had a credit card or you guys ever spoke with someone about credit cards, you guys should know you never ever want to go over 30% of whatever your credit limit is on your credit card. Reason so, if you go over 30% and you do not pay the full balance that's due, when it reports to the credit bureau, it's going to take your amount owed to over 30%, which ultimately reports negatively to your credit report and the credit scoring factor. So if you have a card, let's just say for instance you had a $500 credit limit, you don't want to spend no more than roughly about $150 off that card. And when the bill is due, if your bill is due on the 25th, you need to make sure you pay that full balance of $150 by the 25th. If something is over $150 and you are not able to pay the full balance by the 25th, you need to pay whatever the difference is to get it to 30%. Never let your credit card balance go over 30%. If you do, you will see that decrease in your credit score. So that right there, it basically breaks down everything you need to know about revolving credit and installment credit. So if you want more details or you have more questions, feel free to text me. Let's see, deets on credit scoring. That's pretty long, huh? But that's what we're gonna go with. Deets on credit scoring. Text me that keyword to 470-344-4603. That's deets on credit scoring to 470-344-4603. I hope this video was very informative for you guys. I didn't want to be super long, but I hope it was very informative to you guys. See you next time.